Welcome to Reflection Wednesday. We've taken our time reading Psalm 1 analytically, and I've taken it slow so that you can practice answering the four basic questions. If you took decent notes answering these inquiries, you then have resources available to fulfill your purpose, the very reason you came to Psalm 1. Now, when I say purpose, I'm assuming you remember the four components of a reader's framework of reading. Every reader has a purpose for reading. Every reader employs a particular method in reading. Then there are the reader's assumptions, which he or she brings along, and that influences what a reader notices and understands. And finally, there is the contextual information that a reader knows or perhaps doesn't know, and how to deal with the cues that are in the text so that you can uncover what the text implies when it doesn't explicitly come out and say it. As you look back at your notes, what do you know about Psalm 1 that you didn't know before? And have you noted that the analytical method of reading Psalm 1 leads to different insights than if you were taking Psalm 1 as part of a reading through the Bible in a year, which means it's one of 3.257 chapters that you had to read that day. Now, because you've done the work of trying to understand Psalm 1, and you know how you've arrived at your conclusions, realize you are in a good position to interact with those who take a vastly different message from that text. And you should also have a pretty good idea at what points of the text that readers are likely to diverge in their conclusions and understandings. Now you're ready to address the issue of the value of Psalm 1. Let me rephrase. What is Psalm 1 good for? What does it address regarding how you should live and what you should change? These questions pull us back to our purpose for reading the text. That's part of our framework. Did you come to Psalm 1 because you wanted to teach a lesson based on it? Did you come to the text so that God can transform you? Did you come to Psalm 1 just to learn the analytical method of reading? Then whatever you do now at this point, you must do something so that your purpose is reached or fulfilled. You can't just let the text go at this point. I had a twofold purpose in coming to Psalm 1. One was to teach you the analytical method, and I'll give you another crack at it with a different biblical text. But next time, what I want to do is do what I normally do when I come with a text, and that is to present a lesson or a sermon. So next reflection will be a typical reflection of where I try to take the message of a biblical text and put it in a contemporary setting. This is what I do. So I encourage you to come back and see if my reflection is true to the text.